Hi guys, Steve716 here and welcome back to my YouTube. Stop. Hi, Steve716 here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. 16 here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That is my head, Joe.
162.
Hi, Steve716 here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, finally. So just a bit of a heads up guys, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to unbox these items what I received from a new supplier off Alibaba. The only issue I've got, hence why there's been no videos recently, is I'm missing the the screw on the bottom crank. This one here, which holds the bearing in and obviously holds this spindle in. So I've got one on the other side, as you can see, but unfortunately I'm missing the one this side, so that's not ideal. So what I've done is I've ordered one off, I've ordered a bottom bracket off eBay for a regular mountain bike, but I noticed it had the same screws as mine each side. So that's a 150mm spindle, so the biggest ones I can get off eBay are like 125, so they're no good. So I'll have to order the whole thing with the screws each side, and hoping that it actually fits. So the screw fits, obviously not the whole bottom bracket because it's too short, so I can't use it. So I'm just waiting for that to come, and hopefully I can get on with building this. But today I'm just gonna, it's literally all this stuff has been sat in the boxes, as you can see. Obviously you've got the front wheel and the rear wheel with the motor, and that's the frame down there. And obviously here I've got the forks and the battery underneath. So in these packets there should be pretty much everything bar the handlebars, seat post, yeah, and the chain ring I think as well, and pedals, just basic small things just to finish it off. But the brakes, discs, controller, it all should be here. So I actually it's been sitting here for like a couple of months now, and I haven't done anything with it. So it's time to unbox it and have a look inside and see exactly what I've got. But the kit come from one supplier and the frame come from a different supplier. So unfortunately the swing arm, the bottom bracket, that screw's missing. So I'm just waiting for that to come and I pray that it fits. I mean, because I'm having no end of trouble trying to find the other screw that fits the other side of that. So I'm just hoping this one fits. But anyway, let's get on with it and unbox these boxes now.
A few moments later.
So here you go guys, really was a few moments later. So yeah, what we got here, obviously we've got the frame in here, which that is the only box I've actually opened, because obviously I've got the issue with the swing arm, the bottom bracket, so which I showed you earlier. This one here we got the charger, this one here we got the battery, obviously the forks. I'm hoping these should be Kke forks and not the rubbishy Zoom pogo stick forks. I mean, Kke are not brilliant, but they're certainly better than the Zoom in my opinion. We've got rear motor there wheel and the front wheel there. Hopefully also there should be the brakes, discs and the controller in one of those boxes as well. So anyway, let's crack on. And so yeah, this is just a charger in here. I mean, there's no real need to open this one up, but as you can see, it's sort of a UK 3-pin plug there, and yeah, it's just a standard 3 amp charger, I think it is. But anyway, yeah, we'll keep that in, but there's no point getting out. Anyway, let's get the battery out. So as you can see, this is literally a sealed box, and I haven't opened this at all. So it needs to be opened up, and let's have a look. Pretty well packed. Just a single box with plenty of foam inside, and this should be the 72 volt. Pretty sure it's a 29 amp hour. So let's get it out of here. and have a better look. So what connections have we got on here? Okay, we've got a charge port, which is a metal one, which is better than the old school plastic ones in my opinion. So we've got the normal, so I take it that just goes onto there somehow. Well, we got two female joins there, so that's not great, is it? Should be male and a female just to join those together, so that's going to have to come off there. Yeah, it's just a normal chunky connector, and is there anything on there? It's a 32, so we've got 72 volt 32 amp hour. No branding of the cells inside, so your guess is as good as mine. It said there's Panasonic cells, but whether you believe it or not is another thing. Probably not. They're probably just Chinese cheap jobbies. But I've never had too much issues with these batteries, which have come with these bomber bikes. They've always seemed to withheld the test of time pretty well. So anyway, that's the battery, and yeah, that's not ideal, but that's nothing too major to sort out. So I'll keep that with that. And yeah, so that's the battery, and the battery is, oh, it looks ideal, looks good. And that battery come with the kit. Like I say, the only thing that didn't come with the kit was the frame. So it was basically everything else, apart from the handlebars and all that. So let's have a look at these forks. Hopefully these are the Kke forks. Packed into these, and yeah, these are definitely the Kke forks. Thank God for that. Normal standard ones. Nothing too spectacular. Pretty well packed. Plenty of foam. And looking as they should. We've got another something else in there. Could be like the headset and that. I'm not too sure what that is. Have a look. Ah, yeah, okay, that's the rear shock. Good. It's also the KKE, not the D&M. So, ideally I would prefer the D&M. But, I suppose that'll have to do for this build. So there's the forks and the rear shock. So there's a couple more parts out the way, which I ain't got to worry about, which I've definitely got. So anyway, so I've already opened it. We've got a little box here with the headset and the washers and all that to obviously connect the forks onto the frame. You've got your little red aluminium screws for the side panel, and yeah, it's just the Enduro lightweight frame, which I highly prefer to the heavy steel bomber frames. You know, these ones are, like I said before, you can't get so much, there's not so much room inside of them. They're a bit narrower than what the other ones are, but they're so much lighter. They really are, and they make an awful amount of difference. They really do. So the only issue I've got is this missing washer screw here, whatever you want to call it, which sits over that bearing on the bottom bracket. So I'm just trying to sort that out, and once I get that sorted out, I can start putting it together. And I don't want to put it together until I've got this sorted out. You know, there's no point. I've had like a whole bike everywhere, you know, if I need to take it to a shop or something. But anyway, yeah guys, that's the frame. But if anyone wants to ever build one of these, I highly recommend one of these frames over the heavy steel ones. I really do. Right, let's have a look in this one. Oh, this must be the rear wheel. It's really manky, this polystyrene. Don't know what we'd be doing with it. Look at the state of it. So your normal motorcycle rim with sort of more on-off-road tyres, which I'd actually they're starting to prefer now to the knobblies. They're a bit quieter, and you know, they just seem better on the road as well. To be honest, they're more grippy. But this is just a 3,000 watt. Oh, 3,000 watt, 3.5T. So she's going to have some power behind her, and yeah, that's about it really. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's 26 inch, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing much more to say about that, but there's nothing else in this box, so I'm still missing the controller and the brakes, and yeah, so that's a rear motor wheel. It needs to be in here. Pray to God. Oh, that's a relief. So, what have we got here? Display. That looks like the UKC1 display. Excellent. Do like that display. So we've got a disc and whatever else is in here. I have no clue. No clue at all what it is. Right, let's find out. It's got to be the brakes, isn't it? The calipers and whatnot. I'm hoping. Okay, we've got the full throttle and the other grip. And we've got the brake calipers, brake levers, 2 of, yep. So that's good. So we've got throttle, brakes, front and back, UKC1 display, and another charger. Ideal. I didn't think I was going to get a charger with it, because the charger I had here was, I've already had it from a previous bike, and it was an extra order. So yes, it's the same one. It's a 3 amp charger, and it's got a UK plug on there. So now I have a spare charger. So if anyone needs a charger, you need to hit me up, yeah? So yeah, some screws. They look probably the brakes. Yeah, I think they are. And whatever this is. Oh yeah, that's obviously the controller. The Sabaton 72 volt, and I think that's a 100 amp one. This bike is going to fly. This is going to be ridiculous. And I have no idea what that is. Whatever is that? Oh, it's a USB. It's the Bluetooth dongle.
This is the 100 amp one. My last one, my last Enduro that I built was, I believe it was a 60 amp in that, and that absolutely flew, that one. I was doing 55, 60 mile an hour on that one. So this one is going to be ridiculous. I don't think I've ever had one with a 100 amp controller before. So that's going to be fun. Oh yes. So excited now. So I pretty much got front wheel, obviously, exactly the same tyre as the rear, obviously. So I've actually pretty much got nearly everything to build this. The only issue I've got at the minute is the bottom bracket, that nut, which holds the bearing in. So I mean, the other bits are just, you know, they're 10 a penny. It's the headset and the handlebars, seat and the seat post, and the crank, chain ring and pedals. So, you know, I could perhaps pick all that lot up for 30, 40, 50 pounds, you know, 60, 70 dollars for everything, you know. So that's I'm not bothered about that lot. You know, the issue is that bottom bracket. So as soon as I can get that sorted out, I can get this together and do a step through video of me actually building this one from scratch, you know. So there you go, guys. That is the Enduro 72 volt 100 amp hour controller. 100 amp controller with 32 amp hour 72 volt Panasonic apparently battery, and it's going to be a beast. Can't wait.
So guys, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate your guys' support, and thanks to all my subscribers for not unsubscribing when I haven't been really I haven't been uploading anything for a little while, or nothing of much interest anyway. So, and to all you new subscribers as well, I really appreciate your support, and there will be more videos to come now, and so I look forward to doing that and keeping all you guys updated with my future builds and bikes, and also more bikes which are coming on their way as well. I have 2 more which are en route, 72 volt 5000 watt and a 48 volt 3000 watt, both bombers, both the steel frames this time, the heavier frame. So I might do something. I want to do something with those frames. You know, I want to make them lighter because they're so well built. I think they're over engineered and overbuilt, if you know what I mean. So I want to do something with one of those frames. You know, I want to see if I can cut it up really, make it lighter, and maybe put some carbon plate on it instead. You know, get rid of some of the steel off it, but obviously I don't want to weaken it too much. But you know, looking at these Enduro frames, I mean, if I can go along those lines somehow with it, that'd be ideal. But anyway, that's for the future. And again, appreciate you guys, and feel free to drop any comments, and I will reply to your comments as I normally do. So until the next time, keep safe, and I'll see you.